evening, Panther fans, to what promises to be an electric and exciting game of high school basketball tonight. Portland High School Gymnasium quickly filling up as your Panthers get set to take on the Bulldogs of Giles County High School in a sectional tournament home game. The 2025-2026 Portland Panthers, regular season champions, district tournament championship, regional tournament champs, regular season MVP, a district tournament MVP, regional tournament MVP, and district coach of the year. The accolades continue to pile up. The trophy case is full. None of that matters tonight, though, as there is only one goal in mind, one ending to focus on. A win tonight, and your Panthers will travel to Murfreesboro next week for their first state tournament appearance since 2003. I'm Kyle Eden, along with my partners, John Thayer, Miguel Almendarez. Thank you for tuning in to Panther basketball. Panthers pulled out a close, hard-fought basketball game last Thursday night against Maplewood High School in the regional finals. Portland held a small lead for most of the second half after Maplewood cut it to 3 with 2:50 remaining. Panthers showed no signs of panic, hit 9 of 11 free throws in the fourth quarter, and traveled back home with a 55-49 victory. Tristan Calvert, 19 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, only 4 turnovers against a ferocious full-court trapping defense of Maplewood, brings home the regional tournament MVP plaque. Evan Ferguson with 13 points, Keelan Dalton 11 points, and once again, double digits on the rebound side as he had 17 on the night. John, all those plaques, all those awards, that doesn't get you a win tonight. Game starts at 0-0.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, all that stuff's cool when you get older in life. You can show your kids and your grandkids all that stuff. But the one thing that you really want to do is put a little place on that state tournament appearance banner area, because it ain't got many over there. So this is a team, to me, the last 2 games bode well for what I think this is going to be. I haven't watched any film on these guys at all. I don't like to watch film on teams because I get false illusions about what they can and can't do it. I'm going by the demographics, all right? I think they're going to play playground baseball. I think what Maplewood does and Springfield does is what's going to happen tonight. So if depending on how the refs call it, obviously, even though physicality plays on our part too, because we can get as physical as anybody can. But I just think it's going to be a quick-paced game. They're going to try to jump our passes and exploit bad passes on our part and try to go to the hole. So we'll see, but I bet you that's the way it's going to play out.
So looking at Giles County, they're coming in tonight's game with a 17-11 record. They're the number 2 team coming out of District 12, right behind that tough ranked Tullahoma team. Defeating Creekwood, but losing to that same Tullahoma team in the region finals. Coach Nick Campbell in his 4th season, and they're no strangers to the big stage. They've been here before too. However, the last time they were in a sectional playoff game was 2023, and that was it when they was in Class 2A, and that was the year they actually made it to the Final Four, losing in the state semifinals. Different team coming in tonight.
2A is not as tough as 3A. It is what it is.
I agree. So moving up, again, they're in that district with Tullahoma, and we know how tough that Tullahoma boys basketball team is as they're looking to make another run in the state tournament this year. Looking on the Portland side, just to show how physical that regional tournament was, playing against Springfield and Maplewood. Elijah Sidnor coming in with a face mask as he broke his nose during that Maplewood game. And looking back, I'm kind of surprised he's the only one that came out with an injury such as that.
Yeah, I'm surprised Calvert's not missing an arm or a leg somewhere because he got totally demolished. Keelan handled it pretty well inside, except on the defensive end, he cleaned up everything that was anywhere around. When he was in the low post on offensive end, he was getting hit quite often, and they matched up pretty well with him down there. It was a tough night in the paint for him offensively, but defensively, he was one of the big reasons we won the basketball game, is he really limited their second chance shots.
And in those last 2 games, Keelan still able to get his points, and as you said, he just controlled the boards. Even while being doubled and sometimes triple teamed, all that attention he got left it open for the other players. Honeycutt took care of business against Springfield. Calvert has stepped up his game twofold since the start of the district tournament, and Calvert may be the X factor in tonight's game.
Yeah, I mean, Keelan for sure inside.
Right.
If he can have his way inside, then it's going to be a lot easier of a deal for everybody else to get their scores. But Tristan Calvert's the reason we don't settle for threes. He controls the ball. He doesn't allow it anymore. So we do shoot threes. There's nothing wrong with shooting threes. Ferg had a couple 3 really big shots against Maplewood, but in the old days we lived in die 3. We don't live in die 3 anymore. If we can get them to drop, that's fine, but we're not going to shoot ourselves out of the gym shooting them.
A lot of irony in this game, as we mentioned, the last time Portland has went to the state tournament was in 2003. Star player on that team, along with Corey Brewer, was John Ferguson, now coach of this year's Portland Panther team. So kind of interested how everything we'll probably talk about, we'll talk about what Coach Ferguson is doing tonight compared to what he was doing 23 years ago, leading this team to the state tournament.
What he was doing 23 years ago was playing a low post offense, letting Corey do whatever he wanted to do, and then feed the bear, which was Coach Ferg at that time, and let him get some of his shots and rebounds. But that was pretty much what was going on back in those days. But Coach Ferg, you know, I know a lot of people love Coach Kington, and that's good. He deserves a lot of love. But Coach Ferg is a dominating coach. The way he's handled this group this year has just really impressed me because his background really isn't in the just freewheeling, let every, 5 guards. On paper, we really have 5 guards, maybe 4 and a half. And that's tough for a big man mentally because he's not used to that kind of feed the post kind of deal. We feed Keelan some, but the cool thing is we got 7 really great athletes. They can put the ball on the floor a little, some better than others, but you can all put it on the floor enough to get out of a trouble or to make a fast break happen even better, and they can all shoot the ball pretty well depending on the way the game's rotating. That just shows how good of a coach he is.
Talking about John Ferguson, the coach, so adaptable. Of course, you can do that when you've got 6 of your top 7 on your rotation as seniors. But he's able to adapt to whatever situation or whatever team he's playing. He's such an X's and O's guy. Pulled it out against Maplewood. 32 minutes of a zone defense. You would have never got me to believe that we would do that, but he knew that was what was needed in that regional championship game against that Maplewood High School basketball team.
Well, the key is he grew up playing for one of the great zone coaches of all time, and the key with these guys is they had to buy into it because I talked to almost every one of them and they don't like playing zone. They think man-to-man is what makes you a man and zones for sissies, and they don't understand the game of basketball the way they need to at their young age. So for them to finally buy into it, because last year when Coach Ferg pulled it out a little bit, they wasn't very good at it because they didn't buy into it. I think now they're buying into it. You can get so many tips and so many steals in a good zone defense when you got 5 athletes, which we've got 7 good athletes. So zone is perfect for what we have makeup-wise.
That being said, we're going to take a short pause. When we come back, it'll be National Anthem, and we'll go over the starting lineups. You're listening to Panther Basketball on the Portland Sports Network.
2 guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same 2 guys drove home. One guy wore a seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
to advance to the TSSAA
Gymnasium is
state
filling up
tournament.
here tonight.
It's time to meet
Getting
the
ready for this
starting
sectional
lineups.
matchup
First for
between
the
your
team,
Portland Panthers and the Giles County Bobcats.
Number 1,
We'll look at the
Kingston
starting
Howard.
lineups for
Number
both
5,
teams.
Deshaun Howard.
And we'll start with Giles County.
Number 11, Xavier Hannah.
17 and 11 on the season, coached by Nick Campbell in his fourth season, and he'll start 1 senior and 4 juniors. He'll have number 1 junior Kason Howard, number 5 senior Deshaun Howard, number 11 the junior Xavier Hannah, number 21 junior Chase Reynolds, and number 23 junior Trevin Dangerfield. For your home team, the Portland Panthers, with a record of 26-6. Coach John Ferguson in his 5th season. Portland Panthers are in their 3rd sectional tournament appearance in the last 5 seasons. 8 wins in a row, 20 of the last 22, and he'll have 4 seniors and a junior on his starting lineup. It'd be number 0, the senior guard, Tristan Calvert. 13 points, 4.5 rebounds a game, leads the team in free throw percentage at 73%. Number 3, the junior guard, Evan Ferguson, 7 points, 2 rebounds per game. Number 4, the senior guard, Nate Honeycutt, 9 points, 4 rebounds per game. Now leads the team from behind the 3 at 35% mark. Number 15, the senior guard, Quentin Totten, over 6 points per game, over 3 rebounds per game. And number 35, the senior forward, Keelan Dalton, over 15 points per game, leads the team, over 8 rebounds a game, leads the team. And he's also leading in field goal percentage, 63% from the court. As a team, your Panthers are scoring over 57 points per game, shooting 63% from the free throw line, 47% from the field, and a modest uptick, 31% behind the 3-point mark. John, we said this is their 3rd appearance in the last 5 seasons. Last appearance was in 2024 when they lost to Creekwood. 2022 to loss to Jackson Northside. Do you know the difference between those 2 games and this game tonight?
No.
Those 2 games on the road. Tonight, home arena, home crowd, you got to think that's going to be a big advantage.
You would think if we can keep piling them in here, which they're stopping at concession stand, filling up their bellies, and then they're going here.
I want to say from all around Portland, wherever you're listening tonight, we thank you for supporting Portland basketball. It'll be Keelan Dalton going up against Xavier Hannah in the center circle. The Panthers are in their home white, purple trim. Giles County and their black jerseys, white trim, white numbering, a little gold trim on the shorts area. And the referee gets set on the center circle. Ball is in the air. Possession gained by Giles County. Right to left, the visiting team will go. And it'll be Howard, guarded by Calvert here at the outset. He'll run his way to the right. He'll hand it off to Hannah. Hannah gives it right back to Howard. That's Kason Howard. In the corner, 3 on the way, short. Rebound goes to Calvert. And the Panthers, left to right, have their first possession of the basketball game. Giles County will be in their man defense. Calvert catches it underneath, turns around, gets fouled on the shot. And that'll send Tristan to the free throw line.
Foul number 5, Deshaun Howard. That's going to be his first and the first team foul.
First foul of the night will go against Giles County, and it will go against Deshaun Howard. Calvert's first free throw goes in. First points of the night will go to the Panthers.
Yeah, you can't beat first possession foul right off the bat.
Calvert on the second. Good. Boy, it got quiet in the gymnasium for that free throws. Panthers take a quick 2-0 lead. 30 seconds gone here in the first quarter. Into the front court is Kason Howard. Bounce pass over to Dangerfield. He gives it up to Reynolds. Back over to Dangerfield. Dangerfield guarded by Honeycutt. Takes a couple of dribble to the left elbow. Up, no good. And the rebound, number 1, goes to number 23, Keelan Dalton.
Yeah, Evan Ferguson did a good job of staying on the floor and blocking his guy out.
Ferguson with the basketball in that possession, gives it up to Honeycutt to the porch area. Dalton takes a dribble, throws it back out on top, and Ferguson will swing it around. Totten thought about it, gives up to Honeycutt. He takes the long three, in and out. Giles County looking to get their first bucket of the night. It'll be Howard, this time guarded by Ferguson. He gives it up to Dangerfield at the free throw line, gives it back to Howard. He's thinking about the screen, takes it, gets double teamed, gives it off to Dangerfield for a three. That was just inside the mark, doesn't matter. Missed. Honeycutt with the rebound. And now the Panthers looking to extend this 2-0 lead. Totten, baseline,
Nice
shot
drive.
up, shot good. Quentin Totten put a move on his defender. Gets the bucket. It is now 4-0. 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Howard, now guarded by Totten, steps over, takes a three over the backboard, out of bounds, and it'll go to the Panthers.
That's a key. Just don't let them have second chance shots.
5:55 to go here in the first. It's 4-0 Portland, and they have possession of the basketball. Calvert comes up on Reynolds, and he'll stop short. Bounce pass to Honeycutt, who pops up to the top of the key. Tries to lob it in, gets tipped. Ball is loose, rolls around, picked up by the Bulldogs. Excuse me, the Bobcats. Howard picks up his dribble, gives it over to Dangerfield. Back over to Hannah. Shot is up, missed, put back no good. Third time is a charm as Dangerfield gets the first bucket for Giles County.
Yeah, we've got to treat every pass just like we did in Maplewood and Springfield. Nothing nonchalant. And then we've got to crash the boards. We can't let Keelan sit in there and battle all by himself.
Calvert calls out the offense, and it'll be Honeycutt and Dalton at the free throw line area. Then they scatter out. Totten takes a screen from Honeycutt to the left, shoots a three, bottom.
I like that he got on the line and shot it. He wasn't 15 feet back.
Totten, 7-2 lead for the Panthers. He has 5 points on the night, down low. Cuts it back out into the paint area is Hannah, and he gets the short jumper. Hannah with the bucket, his first of the night. 7-4, Portland leads, 4.5 to go here in the first. Calvert resets the play. Ferguson and Totten come out to the wing side. And Calvert will restart it. Gives it over to Honeycutt for the three from the corner. It's good. Second three on the night for the Panthers gives them a 6-point lead.
Honeycutt towed the line on that shot.
Dangerfield to the left-hand side, gets cut off by Honeycutt, has to give it up to Hannah. Bounce pass out front towards Reynolds. Reynolds goes baseline. Top of the key three, no good. Offensive rebound as the Bobcats get another shot at it.
Nice
Bounce
tip.
pass in the lane, picked off. Keelan has it, guarded by two. He takes it anyway, gets fouled. And that'll send Keelan Dalton to the free throw line.
Calvert initiated that steal by a tip ball.
Keelan Dalton needs 5 points to hit 1,000. Thank you, Miguel, for the night. Was the last we were told. So we'll keep a watch out on it.
Oh, I thought he was shooting there, but it don't matter.
Second team foul on Giles County. As their discussion, the reference discussion with the
Yeah, they're putting him
Giles
on the line.
County coach, and now they correct it.
I thought he was shooting for sure.
Dalton's first free throw is up short. Panthers were 9 of 11 in that fourth quarter against Maplewood in the regional championship game. Dalton misses both of them. Unusual. Howard quickly livens up the pace. Dishes it out to Colt Ogle, who's in the game for Giles County. Down low to Dangerfield. Turnaround shot is good. 4 points on the night for him.
Yeah, that's unusual. Normally the guy Honeycutt's locking down doesn't get much of anything going on. But he's got two backdoor.
10-6 with 3:10 to go. Ferguson. Dalton pops out, top of the key, takes the basketball. Tries to go back door with Honeycutt. It's not there. Honeycutt will pop out, take the three, swish, swish. Nothing but net. Timeout called by Giles County. Panthers have 3 3-pointers on the night here in this first quarter. They lead 13-6. You're listening to Panther basketball.
2 guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same 2 guys drove home. One guy wore a seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Okay.
Which we get a lot of influence, and then this broadcast is more important than NFHS.
Okay, under 3 minutes to go. Portland leads 13-6. We were discussing the audio feed into the NFHS server. Turnover by Giles County, picked up by Totten. Tries to go down low. It's tipped, picked up by the Bobcats. And this time guarded by Totten. They keep rotating. He goes down the lane, gets fouled on the layup.
Yeah, I think it's maybe on Calvert. I'd like to see it.
Foul number
No.
15, Quentin Totten.
Casey.
First in the first, team foul.
Kason Howard will go to the free throw line. They'll give that foul to Totten. That's his first of the night.
Line for the Bobcats.
Kason Howard will have 2 once the referees are finished discussing. Howard gets set for a shot. Up. High arcing, and it goes through. Into the game comes Evan Brown. Subbing out will be Evan Ferguson. Howard on the shot. It's good. 13-8 now is your score. 2:32 to go. Quickly into the front court. Brown gets to the baseline, over to Calvert for the 3. Doesn't go in. The putback by Dalton is no good. Rebound by Bobcats. Pass up ahead to Howard. And they get an easy transition bucket. Giles County got behind the Panther defense on that one.
The 2-3 guards got to kick back. Tristan was over here in the corner. He can't play backcourt when he's sitting in the corner.
Totten flips it over to Calvert. Honeycutt turning around, left side 3, good. 3 threes on the night for Nate Honeycutt. And it's now back up to a 16-10 score. Howard sidestep, shoots a 3, in and out. And another rebound for Keelan Dalton. Calvert quickly steps into the lane, but they'll call traveling. Tried to jump step it. Got a little tangled up.
Number 10, Elijah Sidnor checking in for the Panthers.
Into the game for Coach John Ferguson, Elijah Sidnor. Sidnor with the face mask to protect the broken nose.
This technology, it's doable. 22 years ago, it was tough.
And Sidnor will have to guard Howard, the point guard, right off the bat. Fake handoff, gives it to Hannah. Hannah guarded by Dalton. Down the lane goes Howard to the right-hand side, and he gets the layup.
Number 1, Kason Howard.
We got to stop the
Penetration,
penetration.
Yeah.
Our threes aren't going to fall all game. It's impossible. We got to make sure we shoot them back into the three-point land. See if they can beat us out there, but not penetrating.
Coming up on a minute to go. Honeycutt tries one from way downtown, and it goes in. 4 threes in the night for Nate Honeycutt. He's feeling it. 19-12 is your score. 50 seconds to go. Hannah takes one from the paint, and the jumper goes in.
11, Xavier Hannah.
3 by Honeycutt out of nowhere, and it goes in with a hand in the face. And Hannah tries to answer on the other end. It doesn't do it, but offensive rebound by the Bobcats and a putback from 10 foot off the mark. Howard gets the rebound. He misses his, but Giles County gets the foul on the next putback.
Foul number 10, Elijah Sidnor.
Sidnor gets called for that one.
Team foul. Number 23.
Nate Honeycutt with 5 threes here in the first quarter to help give the Panthers a 22-14 lead. as Dangerfield is to the line for the free throw where he misses the first one. Dangerfield set for his second shot. And that one goes in. 22-15. 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Calvert. Honeycutt standing at the free throw line. He'll pop out to the left-hand slot area as Calvert goes over to the right. 10 seconds remaining. And now we rotate. Screen, back up. Calvert straight away three. In there. 1 second remaining. Howard puts one up at the buzzer. It doesn't go in. At the end of one, 7 3-point made baskets for your Portland Panthers gives them a double-digit lead at the end of 8 minutes. It is Portland 25, Giles County 15.
The Commission for the United States Semi-Quincentennial was created to plan, encourage, develop, and coordinate the commemoration of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States, and recognize Tennessee's integral role in that event and the impact of its people on the nation's past, present, and future. The Commission promotes an inclusive statewide celebration and educational commemoration of America's 250th by interpreting and preserving Tennessee's unique stories, objects, landmarks, and places across our diverse state that defined who we are as Tennesseans and Americans.
I'm Nate Honeycutt.
I'm Quinte Titan.
I'm Keelan Dalton.
I'm Evan Brown.
I'm Tristan Calvert.
This is Coach John Ferguson. It's time for Panther basketball.
Here at the start of the second quarter, the Panthers will be on offense. In that first 8 minutes, Nate Honeycutt leading the way with 15 points. Tristan Calvert and Quentin Totten both with 5. And it'll be Brown, Sidnor, Dalton, Honeycutt, and Calvert to start this second quarter. Calvert will take the inbounds into the backcourt. And he'll dribble his way to the front court, bounce over to Brown. Brown tries to get entry pass to Dalton. Spin move, turnaround, fade away, rolls in from the front of the rim. Dalton with his first basket of the night makes it a 12-point advantage. Hannah quickly drives the lane, pump fake, shots up, doesn't go in.
That's our ball.
Out of bounds, it'll stay with Giles County.
It's a good call. Hey, if you're listening to watching NFHS, turn it down and go to YouTube, Portland Sports Network, and listen to that. They should be synced up pretty close. So we can't make both of them sound good, so you got to go YouTube.
Corner shot by Giles County is blocked. Knocked out by Honeycutt. Bobcats will have to inbounds from the baseline. Just past the 30-second mark going into the second quarter. 12-point lead for Portland. Dribble handoff from the inbounds. Gives it to Hannah. High-low over to Dangerfield. Turnaround short jumper. Banks in.
Number 23, Xavier Randolph.
27-17 now. As Calvert will walk it up into the front court. Brown will pop out to the right-hand side, but Calvert will give it up on the left to Sidnor. He'll dribble to the middle. Brown. Sidnor. Corner to Honeycutt. Brown back on top. Guarded by Ogle. Brown will flip it over to Calvert. Panthers looking for the soft spot. Trying to get an opening. It's Calvert. Gets double team, gives it off to Brown, back to Sidnor, and back out on top, and we'll start it up again. Brown gets bumped, trying to make a move to the left-hand side, and they'll call that foul on Damari Allen. As the sophomore will get his first.
Damari Allen, that's going to be his first, and the first team foul.
Trevin Dangerfield leading Giles County with 7 points on that side. 10-point lead for Portland, 6:30 to go here in the first half. Winner goes to the state tournament next week in Murfreesboro, and the loser will have to leave town. Brown, top of the key to Dalton. Dalton quickly gains attention, but he goes to the lane anyway. Turnaround shot, another jumper.
Nice shot.
Banks off the rim and the backboard and goes in.
Oh.
And they call Honeycutt for the reach in from behind, as we thought we had a steal.
Foul number 4, made Honeycutt. his first and the first.
And that's the first foul on Nate.
We've had a couple nitpick on us, so I can't really complain a lot yet. Give me time.
Howard to Dangerfield. Throws it off in the left-hand corner. Deshaun Howard will make his way to the front, guarded by Honeycutt. Jump stop in the lane. Fadeaway jumper's good. Two-pointer. First basket of the night for Deshaun Howard.
That was a nice shot.
29-19 now your score. 5.5 to go here in the first. Dalton, top of the key. Calvert takes a screen to the baseline, throws it back over to Brown. Brown takes a long three. That one doesn't go in. Bounced around, picked up by Ogle. Ogle gets around Calvert on the right-hand side, tries a no-look pass. There's nobody there. Giles County able to get it up, and Kason Howard streaking through the lane, gets the pass, turns around for the two-pointer. 8 points on the night for Kason Howard. 29-21 is your score. Portland with an 8-point lead. Entry pass lob into Dalton. Dalton goes baseline, takes a shot, no good. Dangerfield with the rebound. Deshaun Howard over to Kason Howard. Now it's Dangerfield for a three from the right slot. Misses everything. Substitutions for Coach Ferguson. As Evan Ferguson will sub in. Evan Brown will come out. And as Sidnor walks off the court, in comes Quentin Totten. Good minutes for Sidnor and Brown coming into the game. 4:38 to go here in the second quarter. An 8-point lead for the Portland Panthers. Ferguson gives up the three. Honeycutt to Totten in the lane. Turnaround, fadeaway, good.
Nice shot. Good high percentage bucket, good move.
Back up to a 10-point lead. 31-21 is your score. Howard, the left-hand side, gives it up for the three. Rolls out. Dalton with the rebound, goes over to Honeycutt, back to Dalton. Dalton's going to drive to the bucket, and he's going to power his way through, and they're going to call held ball as Kason Howard came over for the tie-up. Possession hour will go to the Bobcats. And quickly, Damari Allen with the basketball. Gives it to Dangerfield. Back over to Ogle, who's double teamed in the corner. He's able to throw it out to Allen. Foul on the floor.
Would they get Calvert with the rebound?
They'll give that one to Tristan. That's his first one of the night.
Yeah, that was nitpicky.
2 team fouls on the Panthers. Lob out on front to Ogle, who takes a long three. Back of the rim, goes straight into the hands of Keelan Dalton.
That was a way to toe the line for your team there, buddy.
Calvert will start the offense as we'll have a 1-4 setup. Dalton and Honeycutt at the elbows. Ferguson to the left, Totten to the right. Calvert looks over to Ferguson. Coach Ferguson, that is. 3:20 to go here in the first half, a 10-point lead. Giles County increases the defense. Calvert has to move. Picks up his dribble. Gets it to Dalton. Dalton turns around. Nobody there. Looking for a backdoor cut. Honeycutt didn't get it. We'll start back out with Totten. Totten over to the left-hand side. Entry pass to Dalton. Dalton spins to the baseline, and they'll call a 10-yard holding penalty on Trevon Dangerfield.
That's a good thing about Key. When you're in trouble, you throw him a pass, he's going to catch it, and they ain't going to come through him to get it.
Second team foul on Dangerfield. Second foul on Dangerfield. Second team foul on Giles County. Panthers will inbound from the baseline. Quickly down the lane to take the inbounds pass is Honeycutt, but he misses the short jumper.
Play.
He's too close to the basket. Howard tries to dribble in the lane, can't do it. Gives it up to Dangerfield, dishes it out for a three. It's good. Octavian Howard into the game for Giles County, drains a three from the corner. It's now 31-24. Correction, that was only the first foul on Trevon Dangerfield, but he comes out of the game. As he's in the game. Forget that. Dalton back into the lane, and he muscles his way up to the bucket.
Great
hits the
job
back of the
keeping it
rim.
alive.
Totten with the offensive rebound. Out on top of Honeycutt, gives it to Ferguson. Cross court to Totten. And we'll start it over again. So Panthers slow it down. Coming up on the 2-minute mark.
Quinn needs to be careful in low post, putting that shoulder down there.
Technical foul is called on the Panthers. 31-24 is your score. 2 minutes, 1 second remaining here in the first half. Honeycutt leads the Panthers in that first half with 15 points. And it'll be Kason Howard going up to the free throw line for 2 free throws. That's the third team foul. Third team foul on the Panthers. Howard spins, sets, shoots, makes the first one. What a high arcing free throw shot, but it goes in and it doesn't touch the rim.
I would just love to know what the T was for.
He gets set for the second one. Shot goes up. That one goes in. So he makes both. And Giles County will have possession of the basketball. Into the game for his first appearance of the night is Will Cottle. And he'll come in for Dalton as Dalton will get a breather. 5-point lead for the Panthers. Giles County, though, with the basketball.
Keelan was running the baseline, got pushed out. Said a couple words to the referee there. That's all that was.
So Giles County with the basketball, down by 5. Gives it up to Dangerfield. Flips it out to Howard. And that was Octavian Howard. But he was inside the bucket. And they'll say it's 31-28 now is your score. 1:40 to go. Honeycutt. Buck over to Calvert. He takes an open 3. Doesn't get it. Ogle with the rebound. And now once a 12-point lead is down to 3. And Giles County with the basketball gets it blocked by Cottle. And Calvert into the front court. Weaves his way in between traffic, and he'll back it up. As Dalton comes back to the scorer's table. Calvert, guarded by Ogle, can't get around him, gets double teamed, switches over, dishes off to Totten. Totten will go into the lane, and he'll take one from about 14 foot. Short, but gets his own rebound. No look pass into the lane to Honeycutt, who gets called for traveling.
That was a bad
turnover goes to Giles County. 51 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Portland with a 3-point lead. Giles County can tie it up here on this possession with a 3 of their own.
Cottle did a good job of keeping that rebound alive a minute ago on the missed shot.
Howard will start the offense into the front court. Gives it off to Dangerfield. Back out on top to Octavian Howard. He gets around Honeycutt, but he takes a few steps. Xavier Hanna will come in for Kason Howard. Excuse me, he'll come in for Dangerfield. Totten, Ferguson, Dalton, Honeycutt, and Calvert. Calvert with the basketball. Your district tournament MVP, regional tournament MVP. Holding the basketball with 28 seconds to go in a 3-point lead here in the first half. Dribble handoff to Totten. Makes his way to the near side. Bounce pass to Calvert. Goes down low to Dalton. Dalton pump fake, shots up, shots good. Dalton has to get off the ground after that one as he came back in for Cottle. Kason Howard, nobody guarded him as he went coast to coast for the layup. 6 seconds to go. Honeycutt over to Ferguson. Gives it to Dalton. Turnaround baseline jumper doesn't go in. The Panthers don't have time to get another shot off. So at the end of 16 minutes, Portland at one time had a 12-point lead. It is now dissipated to 3, but they go into the locker room with a 3-point lead. Portland 33, Giles County 30. You're listening to Panther basketball on the Portland Sports Network.
City or in the woods, help keep America looking good. Give a hoot, don't pollute. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Forest Service.
From phones and laptops to toys and tools, many of our favorite things run on batteries. But when tossed in the trash or recycling bin, these batteries can spark intense fires that are nearly impossible to stop. Battery fires are happening more often. They've destroyed homes, burned down garbage trucks and recycling centers, and, tragically, taken lives. When a facility goes up in flames, trash and recycling services can be shut down for weeks or even months. The good news, battery fires are easy to prevent. Just remember, never throw batteries in the trash or recycling bin. Always tape the ends and drop them off at a safe collection site or mail them in using a certified return box.
Smokey the Bear.
Then you know why Smokey tells you when he sees you passing through. Remember, please be careful, it's the least that you can do.
What you desire, don't play with matches, don't play with fire.
After 80 years of learning his wildfire prevention tips, Smokey Bear lives within us all. Learn more at SmokeyBear.com. And remember,
only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Two guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore a seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Nobody had to tell your grandparents not to drive while using their typewriters. Why should it be any different for us kids and our cell phones? Distracted driving was the cause of more than 3,000 deaths in 2022. Come on, we're smarter than this. Let's put down the phones and focus on the roads. Drive safe, everybody.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Game world or real world, seatbelts save lives.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Join us Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for Off the Rails, brought to you by Portland Sports Network's YouTube channel. Hosted by Coach Miguel Almendarez, Kyle Eden, and Coach John Thayer. We talk about local high school sports, as well as other local and college sports, and any other subject that might come up. Tune in and join in on the conversation. Off the Rails.
Halftime. Portland leads 33-30 over Giles County in this sectional tournament matchup. Panthers come out hot to open the game. 7 threes in that first quarter. 5 of those by number 4, Nate Honeycutt. A 10-point lead, 25-15 after 8 minutes. A quick bucket in the second extends the lead to 12, the largest of the night. Giles County slowly comes back thanks to the play of junior point guard Kason Howard. Bobcats cut it to 3, 33-30, your current score. And John, Panthers got hot early. Giles County couldn't find any driving lanes. Honeycutt was electrifying the gym, but Giles County somehow able to play their game in the second quarter and make this almost an even basketball game.
Yeah, one thing we got to remember is we're not going to hit threes all night long. We've got to always keep that in the back of our mind. That's not what got us here. Sure, when they're falling, use them for a weapon, but you can't just set on them and think they're going to be there all night long, because they're absolutely not going to be there all night long. Scoring for the Panthers, Calvert with 5, Honeycutt with 15, Totten with 7, Dalton with 6. We were 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Rebounds, Calvert with 1, Honeycutt with 1, Totten with 2, Dalton with 6, Cottle with 2. His minutes he came in for a while was huge. He made 2 really big plays, got a defensive rebound, and then kept the offensive rebound alive on a tip. So those were some huge minutes. And he doesn't have a lot of time off the bench here, so he doesn't have that experience that he can lean on. Totten got 1 steal, Dalton with 1, block shots, Honeycutt 1, Cottle 1, assists, Calvert 3, Brown 2, Honeycutt 2, Dalton 1, 4 turnovers for the half. The big thing is we're just going to have to stop them from going downhill. They're just getting in the paint too much, 5-6 feet in. We absolutely have to stop that. If we got to play that zone defense to stop it, we need to stop it. I don't think they can beat us on threes. We'll see, but I don't think they can. I don't think they can consistently hit the 3. If we can block out and get the rebounds and not let them drive into 7 to 8 foot or even closer range, we'll be good to go. Shout out to Coach Stein and the PHS baseball team. They're down in Gulf Shores, Orange Beach area. They won today 15-5 against Toledo Christian Prep. They got 2 games tomorrow night. Good luck, or tomorrow afternoon. Good luck to you guys.
Coach Stein leaving out after the girls basketball season was over and having to travel down to do his second job. And, of course, the PHS baseball team having to do without their starting shortstop and one of their pitchers, as Tristan Calvert's just a little busy tonight. Couldn't make it down there.
I think second base / shortstop. I think Holmes may have that short lockdown this year, but I don't know. Coach Stein's the guy who fills out the paperwork.
So we'll take one short break. When we come back, it'll be time for second half action of Panther basketball. Set to start the second half where Portland leads by 3, 33-30. You know, it's a big night when former Panther star Beecher Gregory is in the house. And the Panthers will start with their starting 5. It'll be Totten, Dalton, Ferguson, Honeycutt, and Calvert. The floor is flipped. Panthers will be going from right to left, and they will start with possession of the basketball for the final 16 minutes. It'll be Honeycutt. And Calvert will take it into the backcourt. Calvert with 5 points in that first half. Takes a high screen. Gives it off to Honeycutt. He'll take a three. Let's see where he's at. No, that one doesn't go in. So Giles County down by one possession. Over to Reynolds. Corner. Hannah guarded by Dalton. Dalton kicks it out, and it'll stay with Giles County. Baseline out of bounds play for the Bobcats. Dangerfield gives it over to the corner to Hannah, who hands it off to Howard. Back to Hannah. Hannah trying to take on Dalton. Can't do it. Gives it to Dangerfield. Turns around, goes up and under Honeycutt, but misses the layup. Couldn't keep the handle on that left hand. And it'll be Calvert starting it up. Down the lane, driving to the basket. Gets fouled on the shot, and Tristan Calvert will go to the free throw line.
Tristan's not going to sit back and let us shoot ourselves out of the game.
Foul number 21, Chase Reynolds. His first.
3-point lead for Portland. Calvert hoping to extend that on this trip to the free throw line as the first one is up. Back of the rim, no good. That's the first one he's missed since it feels like February. Spins, set, shoots, makes that one. 1 of 2 for Calvert. Makes it a 2-possession game. 34-30 is your score.
I'd rather have that miss now where it's in his mind for later.
Kason Howard, guarded by Totten, gives it to Dangerfield, who hands it right back to Howard. Makes his way into the lane, gathers all the traffic. Open layup for Hannah is missed.
I think Calvert may have got a little piece of it.
And the Panthers will try to extend that lead. Totten takes a screen, roll, shot is up, no good. And Giles County with the basketball. 6:40 to go here in the third. 34-30 is your score. Portland leads. Howard almost loses it. Gives it off to Reynolds. Back out on top to Dangerfield. He'll give it to Howard. Misses the three. Offensive rebound. Deshaun Howard with the basketball. Hands off to Dangerfield. Guarded by Honeycutt. He makes his way into the paint. Gives it up to Hannah between the legs. Throws it over to Dangerfield. Quick three by Kason Howard is short. That may have been affected by the defense of Totten. Calvert throws it up head to Ferguson. Cross court to Honeycutt. He goes baseline, gives it to Calvert underneath, who gets raked across the arms. And that'll be a second foul on, no, we'll give that one to Reynolds. That's his second foul on Reynolds. And that'll send Dalton to the free throw line.
23, Keelan Dalton at the line for the Panthers.
And he makes the first one. Into the game for Giles County is Colt Ogle. And Hannah will sit out as Dalton gets set for a second free throw. And that one goes in. Good job. 2 for 2. Keelan Dalton. 8 points on the night. He surpasses 1,000 points for his career. And
shout out to
hopefully he'll get that recognition soon. Giles County with the basketball, down by 6. And Howard gets called into the lane.
That's a double dribble.
Turns around and makes the hook shot.
Dude put the ball on the floor, stopped because of good defense, and put it back on the floor again. We didn't have a deflection there.
Calvert backs it up. Panthers up 36-32. That's 12 points on the night for Kason Howard. Totten decides not to take the three, dribbles into the free throw line. Gives it up to Honeycutt, over to Calvert. Calvert guarded by Reynolds, and he'll give it back to Totten at the volleyball line. Panthers with a 4-point lead, 5:12 remaining. Three by Ferguson, back of the rim, picked up by Totten. His putback off the glass is too hard. And now Giles County on offense.
Great rebound by Totten. Got fouled afterwards.
Three by Deshaun Howard is no good. Ferguson high up for the rebound. 36-32. 4:44 to go here in the third quarter. Lob to Dalton inside the paint area. He'll throw it back out to Totten. Gives up that three. And now Calvert will start it over again. Guarded by Kason Howard. Over to Ferguson. He tries that three. That one doesn't go in. Tapped back out on front. Ferguson gets it. Good job by Honeycutt. Totten to Dalton at the free throw line. A couple of dribbles down the lane. Foul. Shot doesn't go in, but he'll get 2. And that'll be number 3
Foul number 21, Chase Reynolds.
on Chase Reynolds. Third team foul here with 4:22 to go in the third. Keelan's first free throw is good.
Feed the bear.
Substitution for Giles County as Hannah comes in, and Reynolds will go out with his 3 fouls. Keelan's free throw. Back of the rim. Picked up by Giles County. And Ogle will take it to the front court and wait for help.
Almost a big rebound by Totten there.
5-point lead for the Panthers. Deshaun Howard in the corner, dribbles his way up to the slot area, and he'll bounce past to Dangerfield, who's now in the corner. Entry to Hannah, backdoor cut for Dangerfield. Panthers pick it up. Shot by Hannah from the baseline is good.
We got to pick our D up. We're getting too much back cut stuff going on. One, of that's going to put Keelan in a bad spot trying to guard a cutter like that. And 2 is it gives them easy layups.
That's 6 points for Hannah, as now the lead is down to 3, 37-34 with 3:38 to go. Honeycutt. Back to Ferguson in the corner, goes baseline, pump fakes, takes a shot, gets fouled from behind, and has to be helped off the floor. Evan Ferguson will go to the line for 2, shooting 66% for the season.
He tapped himself out. If he's hurt, he ought to go ahead and stay down. No,
he makes the first free throw.
We want these buckets, that's all I know.
That's 2 fouls on Deshaun Howard. As Evan Brown comes to the scorer's table, the free throw is up and it's good. And Brown will come in for Ferguson. He'll take a seat after making those 2 free throws.
Ferg did a good job gathering himself to get to the free throws in the bucket for us.
Back to a 5-point lead, 39-34, 3:28 to go here in the third. Kason Howard calling the offense into the front court. He's met by Totten, and he'll hand it off to Deshaun Howard, who backs it up, takes a screen, loses Calvert for a second, but he gives it up. Top of the key, Kason Howard. In the corner, Ogle takes a 3, rolls in and out. And the Panthers now will try to extend this 5-point lead, coming up on the 3-minute mark left here in the third quarter. Calvert at the volleyball line, bounces it to Honeycutt. He gets tipped off, out of bounds, last touched by the home team. Disagreement from the home crowd, but it'll be Bobcat basketball. Giles County down by 5, 2:45 to go in the third quarter. As Howard points, calls directions, gives it up, gets it back, goes baseline, and he gets bumped by Calvert.
Foul number 0, Tristan Calvert, his second and the first.
Second foul on Calvert. That's the second team foul. Giles County coach trying to say he was shooting. Not so fast. Inbounds for Giles County. Gives it to Hannah, who tries to go entry pass, gets knocked right back to him. So we'll start off where Deshaun's at the baseline, bounces off Honeycutt, misses the shot, and they're going to call a foul on the rebound, and it'll go against the Panthers. And that'll be against Evan Brown, his first of the night.
Foul number 1, Evan Brown, his first and the second team foul.
Second team foul for the Panthers with 2.5 to go here in the third quarter. Giles County will inbounds, quick cut to the basket. Hannah misses the short jumper, and the ball is loose. A lot of physicality as Calvert comes up with it. And he'll back it up, one-handed pass over to Dalton in the short porch. He'll throw it back out on top to Honeycutt. Almost gets it picked off. And they'll call a foul against Giles County as Honeycutt fell to the floor.
Yeah, I personally don't think that was a foul, but that's okay. We'll take it. We got to make better passes than that. We can't do these three-quarter court passes like that. These kids are too fast.
They'll give that first foul to Kason Howard, 15th foul to put the Panthers to the free throw line where Honeycutt makes the first.
I mean, I'll take it. Lord knows we've had a lot of calls not go our way from time to time this year. It's all about angles.
Honeycutt gets set for a second one. That one goes in. I'm with you, John. I think we caught a break there. 41-34 now is your score. Panthers lead. 2:09 to go in the third quarter. Octavian Howard into the game now. Gives it up to Ogle, who goes baseline, gets fouled on the shot, doesn't go in. And the sophomore will go to the free throw line for 2.
We just got to do a better job getting our shoulders square on these pick and rolls. They're just driving way too much.
Second foul on Honeycutt as Colt Ogle takes his first free throw. That one goes in.
I'm hoping this hot gym plays in our favor.
Ogle misses the second one short. Rebound is fought for, picked up by Calvert.
That was
makes his way to the
3
front
fouls
court.
right there.
Gets a layup in between 2 Bobcat defenders. And Tristan Calvert was not going to be denied. It is now an 8-point lead, 43-35, a minute 43 to go.
After he got fouled a minimum of 2 times.
High screen. Deshaun Howard has to pick up his dribble, gives it up to Octavian Howard for a long 3.
Yeah,
it's no good, and now the Panthers can make it a double-digit lead with a bucket here.
That was a stupid shot, but it wasn't our stupid shot.
Calvert with 8 points on the night, gives it over to Totten on the left-hand side. He goes baseline, gets fouled on the jumper, and that will go against Octavian Howard.
Yeah, I like Quentin going downhill there. Luckily, we got a foul because I don't really think he had an answer to a non-foul call. You know what I'm saying?
Totten will go to the free throw line as they call the first one on Octavian Howard. An 8-point lead will stay that way as the free throw is off the back of the rim. Totten only shooting 55% from the free throw line on the season, and he gets set for his second one. Dribble, shot, that one goes in. 8 points on the night for Totten as Giles County is quickly into the front court. Dangerfield trying to go up against Dalton, dishes it off, picked up by Calvert on the turnover. Up ahead to Dalton, lays it over to Brown. Brown's shot gets swatted out of bounds. And the Panthers will have it on the baseline. A 9-point lead, 44-35 is your score.
Dalton's great defense is what set the steal up. Calvert was in the right spot, but the kid, Dalton, was covering Keelan. He didn't have a place to go. He didn't know what to do. Keelan was so far in his hip.
30-second timeout on the court. Want to give a shout out and a congratulations on the season, as the Lady Panthers season did end Saturday night in Tullahoma, as their bid for a second straight state tournament appearance falls short against the Wildcats, but back-to-back 20-win seasons along with second straight appearance in the sectional tournament. This senior class puts up 7 banners over the last 2 seasons. Before that, a total of 7 in the history of Lady Panther basketball. We've got to give a shout out to that senior class, Nylock Paul, Kieva Bradley, and Story Russell.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Panthers will inbounds from the baseline. Ball is tipped out of bounds by Giles County.
We got to come to the ball there.
Totten will inbounds to Honeycutt, and he'll get it right back. Panthers with a 9-point lead, 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And Panthers will milk some clock. Calvert, left slot area, back up top to Honeycutt. He's got to take that wide open 3, and he made it. Nate Honeycutt left unguarded. There was no one within 12 feet. And he makes his 6th 3 of the night. And the Panthers are back up double digits, 47-35. Giles County double team trapped on the baseline. Has to give it up to Kason Howard, guarded by Brown, 21 seconds. Howard gets around Brown, sidesteps.
Oh, who's it going to be on?
Ball is blocked by Dalton, but they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Calvert on the floor. And if so, that'll be number 3 on Tristan Calvert.
Foul 0, Tristan Calvert, his third.
Fourth team foul on the Panthers, but Howard was in the act of shooting, so he'll go to the free throw line.
I do. You know how much I like you, but I did disagree with you saying he was wide open. He needed to shoot it. He only needed to shoot it if he made it. If he would have missed it, it wouldn't have been a good shot at that juncture. But since it did go in, it was a great shot.
Howard's first free throw goes in.
Which Howard? They got 3 Howards. Are they related, I wonder?
I don't know, but it's tough.
It's like the Cottons. I was trying to get us on the air, and you kept saying Cotton, and I just thought there's no way there's that many Cottons on the floor. And when I finally came up for air, there was that many Cottons on the floor.
Makes for a tough basketball game to call as Howard gets ready for his second one. That one goes in. I don't think he's missed tonight.
Oh, we almost walked.
Panthers with 13 seconds to go. Calvert into the lane, decides to take the shot, misses it. Giles County with one last opportunity. They've got numbers. Howard will take it all the way on the sidestep. With 3 seconds to go, they score a bucket. And the Panthers just let the clock run out. So 4 quick points for Giles County to end this corner. Gives them a little bit of momentum as we go into the fourth. Portland with an 8-point lead. It's 47-39. We'll be back for the final 8 minutes of Panther basketball. Start of the fourth quarter. Panthers will have to play defense, although they do have an 8-point lead win tonight, and we're going to the state tournament next week at Murfreesboro. And to start this final 8 minutes, it will be Evan Brown, Quentin Totten, Nate Honeycutt, Tristan Calvert, and Keelan Dalton. Giles County will have Ogle and Dangerfield, who gives it up to Ogle. Ogle tries to drive down the lane, gets it swatted out by Brown.
Good block by Brown after he give up the back door cut. We got to not let them go to the hole like that. We got to try to stop them. I don't think they can beat us from 3. We'll see, but
Dangerfield takes the inbounds.
They're pretty good 5 feet in.
Gives it up to Allen for the 3, off the mark. Knocked out of bounds. It'll go over to Portland. Nate Honeycutt with 5 points in that third quarter. He has 20 on the night. Kason Howard leads Giles County with 16. Full court pressure now for the Bobcats. And Brown comes back to help. And he'll try to keep it himself. And he'll make his way to the front court as he gets around Ogle. They'll back it up and they'll restart the offense. Bounce pass to Dalton. Backdoor cut for Totten for the open layup.
Great job first by Evan Brown, breaking the press with no problem. And then giving Keelan a good feed. And Keelan back cutting Totten.
10-point lead now for the Panthers. Allen over to Dangerfield. He'll take that 3. It won't go in, though. Swatted out by the Panther defense. No, they'll say it went off the fingertips of Giles County.
It's a physics thing. But all referees aren't physics guys.
10-point lead now early on here in the fourth quarter. Panthers will have to face full court pressure as they lob it out on the back door for Calvert, and he's going to go the distance, and he makes the shot from the left-handed side as Honeycutt lobbed it over the defender's head, and a quick traveling call against the Bobcats. And the Panthers now up by 12. And with possession of the basketball. 51-39, your score. Honeycutt being closely guarded on that inbounds pass, gives it to Dalton into the front court. Dalton will take a few dribbles, pick it up, over to Totten. Totten will dribble towards the baseline, gets bumped, turns around, spins in the lane, takes a short jumper. It's short. And the Bobcats now down by 12 will push the pace. Turnover picked up by Honeycutt. 3-on-1. He gives it to Dalton, who takes one dribble, and he lays it up from the far side.
Yeah,
timeout called by Giles County as the Panthers have went on a 6-0 run to start this fourth quarter. It's Portland 53, Giles County 39. This is the Portland Sports Network.
Two guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Six minutes, 32 seconds away from cutting down the nets, as Portland has a 14-point lead on Giles County, 53-39. Giles County, though, with the basketball, and Brown will pick up Ogle beyond half court. And Ogle finally gets around Brown, but he's met by Dalton, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bobcats. Only foul trouble for the Panthers is Tristan Calvert with 3 to go along with his 10 points on the night. Is Dangerfield will inbounds from the baseline out on top to Allen, and he'll give it up to Deshaun Howard. Back over to Kaysen Howard into the lane, takes a step, and they'll call offensive foul on Kaysen Howard as Evan Brown was not moving. That's the second foul on Kaysen Howard. Now the Panthers with a 14-point lead and the basketball. Calvert over to Totten. Totten dribbles inside the 3, then gives it back up to Calvert. Calvert will go to the rack, but it doesn't go in. Gets his own rebound, one dribble, dish out to Honeycutt, 3 from the far side, goes in. 23 points on the night for Honeycutt. It is now a 17-point lead. And a 3 by Deshaun Howard is short. Honeycutt could have been the reason for that. And Calvert will make his way to the front court, but a timeout. Sorry, foul is called on Giles County. That'll be their second team foul. Second foul on Damari Allen. Panthers will inbounds into the baseline. Calvert to the front court. Guarded by Allen, gives it up to Totten at the top of the key, who's fouled from behind. That'll be number 3 on Kaysen Howard. 5:18 to go here in the fourth. Panthers with the inbounds. Calvert at the eye of the Panther. Keelan down low, turns around, makes the shot. He bum rushed his way like a Demogorgon and makes the layup. Foul on the other end to go against the Panthers. And that'll be Totten with the foul. That's his second foul of the night. Evan Brown will come out of the game. In comes Evan Ferguson. 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. A 19-point lead for Portland. as Dangerfield will inbound from the baseline, gives it up to Howard at the block. Turnaround left-handed jumper off the glass is good. 58-41 is now your score. Totten quickly into the lane, but he'll give it up to Calvert. Calvert takes a couple of dribbles to the free throw line, back to Honeycutt. Thought about the 30-foot three, doesn't take it. Dish it off to Calvert. And Calvert lobs it, entry pass to Dalton, turnaround shot. He's fouled from behind. Keelan Dalton will go to the free throw line for 2. They can't stop him down there.
Foul number 21, Chase Reynolds, his 4th, that's a 3rd team foul. Number 23, Keelan Dalton at the line for
4th foul on Chase Reynolds will send Dalton to the free throw line for 2. And he misses the first one. Dalton gets set for the second shot. It's up and away. And it rolls off the left-hand side of the rim. 58-41, Panthers lead by 17, 4:30 to go. Deshaun Howard gets called for traveling. And a turnover, give it right back to the Panthers. Honeycutt looking for help. Gets it up to Calvert. Calvert dribbles off his foot, and they'll say it touched the baseline. So turnover gives it right back to the Bobcats. Down 58-41. Howard put a move on the Panther defense as he spun, got to the basket. They give him the bounce pass, and he makes the layup. It's now down to a 15-point lead. Totten over to Ferguson. Ferguson gives it to Calvert, going to the left-hand side. Pump fake, makes the layup. Back up to 17, 60-43. Calvert with 13 points on the night. A quick three by Kason Howard goes in with 3 hands in his face. It's now 60-46. Whistle on the far side, and that'll go against the Bobcats.
Foul number 2, Damari Allen.
Damari Allen will get called for his 3rd. That's the 5th team foul, so Totten will go to the free throw line for the bonus situation. 60-46, your score. Portland leads. Under 4 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter as Totten gets set, shoots. Back of the rim, no good. Totten gets set for a second free throw. That one goes in. 15-point lead for the Panthers at 3:59. Timeout on the court. 61-46, Portland leads. They are 3 minutes and 59 seconds away from a state tournament berth. We'll be right back with Portland Sports Network basketball. Less than 4 minutes remaining in this 4th quarter. Portland leads 61-46. Nate Honeycutt with 23 points. Has 7 threes on the night. Giles County with the basketball. Kason Howard quickly makes a move into the lane. Gets his shot blocked from behind, but no, they'll say it was a foul. And they'll give that one to Honeycutt. That'd be number 3 on number 4. In the act of shooting will put Kason Howard to the free throw line. He has 23 points on the night for the Bobcats. Howard gets set for his free throw, and that high-arcing shot goes in, smooth as silk. Howard readies for the second. It's up, and that one goes in. 14-point lead, 61-47. Ferguson has to come down to help. He'll give it back to Totten on the inbounds. It finally ends up in Honeycutt's hands. Back to Calvert. Calvert over to Totten. Panthers okay to waste some time. as they have a 13-point lead, 3:33 to go. Nice dribbling move by Calvert. He gets fouled from behind. So Calvert will go to the free throw line. That's the person you want at that 15-foot mark.
Foul number 1, Kason Howard, his fourth. Number 0, Tristan Calvert at the line for the Panthers.
That's 4 on Tristan. As he shoots and gets it. Calvert gets set for a second free throw. That one doesn't go in. Giles County with the rebound, down by 14. Ball is tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bobcats. 62-48 your score. 3:22 to go. Evan Brown comes back into the game. Taunton will take a seat. Quentin Taunton with 11 points on the night. Dangerfield will inbounds into the low block. They'll give it right back to him on the give and go, but gets his shot blocked by Honeycutt. And Calvert will make his way to the front court to Brown. Hands it off to Dalton, who gives it right back to Brown. Honeycutt and Evan Brown once again. Honeycutt at the volleyball line. And the Panthers will play the weave action at the top of the key. And Calvert will end up with it. Over to Honeycutt. They try to jump the pass, doesn't work. So Honeycutt goes into the lane, takes a short jumper, it rolls in. The gamble doesn't pay off for Giles County as the Panthers get a bucket out of it. Back up to 16, 64-48. 2:42 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And a long three from the corner, and it goes in for Reynolds. Timeout called by Giles County. 2:36 remaining. Portland leads 64-51. .30 to go here in the fourth. Honeycutt, Brown, Ferguson, Calvert, and Dalton will come into the court for Coach John Ferguson. They have the basketball, but they have the length of the court to go, and they have 4 Bobcat players into the backcourt as Honeycutt will inbounds and get it right back. Over to Brown on the left-hand side. They easily break it to Calvert, and he has an open lane to the basket, so he's going to go ahead and take the layup. Kason Howard tries to put a move on the defense. He gets by and gets pushed on his way to the bucket. And Kason Howard will go to the free throw line. Evan Brown with a foul.
That's going to be his second and the third.
Number 2 on Brown. That's the third team foul on the Panthers here in this fourth quarter. Kason Howard with the free throw. And it's good. Totten will come in for Ferguson at the 2:18 mark. Second free throw is up. That one bounces off the front of the rim. So the Panthers up by 14, 66-52. 2:14 to go. Steal by Giles County, and Brown comes back and tips it out from behind out of bounds. Giles County will have to restart from the baseline. Dangerfield to inbounds. Reynolds in the lane, short jumper off the mark, gets his own rebound. The putback is swatted away by Dalton. And Calvert to Brown. under 2 minutes to go. Totten comes up at the midcourt to help, gets the pass, and now Giles County will come back. Calvert guarded by Reynolds. Reynolds with 4 fouls. As the Panthers are 5 out on this offensive set, up by 14. Dalton comes up for a screen on Calvert. He goes to the lane and gets fouled, and I'm sure they'll say he was passing it off. Still, bonus situation. He'll go to the free throw line for 2 anyway.
Foul number 1, Kason Howard. That's going to be his 5th.
And that's the 5th foul on Kason Howard. 26 points on the night. Their catalyst will have to go to the bench and watch the last minute and 32 of this basketball game. Calvert's first free throw, back of the rim, no good. Calvert's next free throw, up, in. Panthers up by 15. Calvert with 16 points on the night. Ball goes out of bounds. And it'll go back over to the Panthers. Real quickly, I want to give a shout out. Congratulations to RJ Shannon, member of the PHS track team. Sets a new PHS school record in the 110-meter hurdles by a time of 15.2. Previous record held by Will Hester. And the Panthers with the basketball. And Honeycutt will try to dribble out as much time as he can. Gives it off to Dalton. Dalton tries to get the short hook shot. It won't go in. And Giles County down by 15. 3 on the way. No good. And now we're coming up on the 60-second mark. Calvert flips it over to Totten. Brown on the near side. Honeycutt at the baseline. Dribbles it out on top. Ogle trying to chase him down. Finally gets to him, and Ogle will foul Honeycutt. Nate Honeycutt will go to the free throw line. 68% on the season.
Foul from the 12, Colt Oakland. Number 4, Nate Honeycutt is line for Portland.
Honeycutt's free throw is good. And I don't think the student body section has sat this whole basketball game as Honeycutt makes the second one. Portland up 69-52, 42 seconds to go. 27 points for Honeycutt for the night. Ogle, left-hand side, layup is good. 33 seconds to go. Totten, as the home side stands in applause, Calvert helps out Totten and gives it right back to him. 19 seconds to go. And Honeycutt will hold on to it. Giles County is waving the white flag. And they'll let the Panthers dribble it out. 10 seconds remaining. Over to Brown. 5 seconds. And it's getting loud. Buzzer sounds. And ladies and gentlemen, your Portland Panthers are headed to the state tournament with a 69-54 victory over the Giles County Bobcats. What a win for the home team. As they're led by Nate Honeycutt's 27 points. And as they go through the handshaking line, congratulate all the players. We'll take a short pause. When we come back, a recap and final stats and a look ahead as you're listening to Panther Basketball on the Portland Sports Network. Panthers are preparing to cut down the nets as they defeated Giles County tonight. Final score 69 to 54. They will now make their first appearance in the state tournament since 2003. And John, I think Coach Ferguson's team may be playing the best basketball of the season at the right time.
Yeah, they're playing really good ball. Not selfish, team-oriented. A few too many backdoor cuts this afternoon, but it all weathered through all right.
As Tristan Calvert makes his way up the ladder, and we mentioned that Dalton should have gotten his one. He had 13 points on the night, so you know he surpassed the 1,000 point mark. And don't know if they'll make that presentation tonight, or we'll just enjoy the cutting down of the nets.
It's a team thing. He doesn't care.
Panthers have proven, John, that they can play from any direction. They've had to play the slow down game. They've had to play the game where all they can get is driving to the basket. They've played the game where they have to settle for jump shots, and they've won. And you hear the crowd roar as they announce Keelan Dalton getting his 1,000 points. What a career for the big man. And John, as I was saying, they've proven they can play at whatever pace they need to win the basketball game.
Yeah, just coming into the year, like I told everybody that would listen, is the big thing is the guys can run. And when you can run and you've got 7 athletes that can move with the ball, then you've got a chance to beat anybody. A big guy might slow you down a little bit, but you can run him out of the gym, make him tired. And that's what they did when they needed to do.
Yeah, I know you got excited early on in the season when you found out, because you was wanting them to run. You was hoping they would do that. You was hoping they would try to be a fast-paced team, because we felt like we had the ball handlers to do that and the speed to do that. And I think whoever we end up facing in the tournament next week, it won't be an easy task for them.
Well, the key's going to be if they've got a 6'9", 6'10" guy that's a true inside player, then that's going to be a matchup situation. But if you can try to block out and get rebounds and go fast-paced, most 6'10", 6'11" guys can't run the floor consistently. So you just try to run them off the floor and get that guy out of the ball game.
Won't know who we play next week until tomorrow when they do the draw for the state tournament. And we have not gotten any updates on other sectional tournament games that are going on to get a score. But I don't think it matters as long as we're there.
Yeah, getting there is the first goal. Then you just see how the draw of the straws works out in the seedings. And, I mean, Memphis is always going to be good. Whoever comes out of that area is going to be just like Giles County, just like Maplewood, just like Springfield. So that's going to be one good thing, because a lot of Portland teams aren't geared for that kind of speed. And then, like I said, just a big man. I haven't been keeping up with players of the year in this bracket, so I don't know what the studs are and what teams they're on. But that always, obviously, since we don't have a true post person, that would scare you. But I just like our quickness. So I don't think anybody's going to out-quick us. But like I said, the one thing we do need to work on, I think they got too many backdoor cuts on us tonight. We definitely got to fix that for sure. I thought there was no way they would shoot us out of the gym the way I watched them warm up. So we just need to make sure we don't let these kind of athletic teams get their points in the paint. And it puts a lot of pressure on Keelan, too, him having to guard not just the guy he's got, but switch off and get the guy who's coming down low.
And I think you made a very good point there. The fact some of the teams they played back in the summer as quote-unquote scrimmages, and then some of the teams we've had to play here in this postseason already should get us ready for what we're going to have to face next week. And I think you're right about that.
Yeah, it won't. It's not going to be anything we haven't seen. I don't know. They played the Upperman team. Is Upperman our class or a class lower?
No, they're with us, yes.
Yeah, so they'll be, unless they get shocked, they'll be in a state tournament as well.
Right.
So, they got a kid named Ty Cobb. Go figure, he's a basketball player. But I know he's in the running for player of the year. Curtis told me he was one of the best he's ever seen. So that'll be interesting. I don't know how, like I said, I think this is the first year they're going to on a draw system. Or I think they implemented that. I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie to you. I know coaches have been complaining for years to seed them with their strength of schedule instead of just blind draws. I don't know if they've implemented that yet or not. It'll be interesting to see.
That has been in discussion to come up with a ranking system, and then I'm assuming whatever they were ranked at the end of the regular season, whoever finishes up, they would do 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, and go that route. But
our new assistant coach, Matt Warren, class of 1999. And Coach Ferg.
And Coach John Ferguson, who has led this team to 3 sectional tournament appearances in the last 5 seasons. They were here in they traveled in 2022, 2024. Kind of a surreal moment.
We'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming out to.
And John, any final thoughts, any final whatevers as we wrap up tonight? Go ahead with your final stats on tonight, because we had so many players score. What, 3 in double digits?
Yeah, I'll give you
4 in double digits.
Final thoughts in case I can't say it later. My final thoughts are, I told you coming into the season we had a real team.
Yes, you did.
They were ranked 5th preseason, which was total garbage. But sometimes that kind of stuff helps you. It makes you work harder. It makes you look around and think, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we could be. So it worked in our favor. Anytime something like that happens, if you take it the right way, we go. Coach Ferg, I think, proved he's one of the best coaches we've ever had up here on the high school boys level, with the way he's transitioned this team into totally different than what he grew up playing. And that tells you what kind of coach that he is, that he looks at his talent, he knows what he's got, and he transitions it on the floor. Because coming in, we knew 7 really good athletes that could put the ball on the floor at a certain point. They all can't dribble equally the same, but they all can catch it, put it on the floor a couple times, and pass it really well. They're all very fast, and they all bought into the one thing you're not going to play basketball if you don't do, and that's play defense for Coach Ferg. And they've all bought into the playing defense part of the game, and that's what's helped them. Sometimes the threes are nice, but we don't live and die with them. We got a lot of them tonight, but we haven't got a lot of them get to this point, so we just need to keep that in mind. Scoring-wise, Calvert's 16, Ferguson 2, Honeycutt 27, Taunton 11, Dalton 13. We were 6 for 15 from the free throw line. The fourth quarter, we struggled a little bit, 5 for 10. We do need to clean that. We need to be at a 70 to 75% clip in the fourth quarters for sure, to make sure that we don't slip up closing out a game. But we'll definitely work on that. Rebounds, Calvert with 5, Brown with 1, Ferguson with 2, Honeycutt with 3, Totten with 5. It's got Dalton with 9. I'm going to go ahead and give him 10. Caudill, he came in, he played a minute 30 maybe, I don't know. But he didn't hurt us at all. He got a big rebound, stopped them from getting any second chance points. And then we had a ball shot later that he tipped it to keep it alive for us to get the offensive rebound. So considering the moments he gets in, for him to have positive plays, that really says a lot. Not just taking up floor space, but having positive plays. Steals, Calvert with 1, Honeycutt with 1, Totten with 1, Dalton with 1. Block shots, Honeycutt with 2, Dalton with 2, Caudill with 1. Assists, Calvert 5, Brown 3, Ferguson 1, Honeycutt 5, Dalton with 1. We only had 7 total turnovers for the whole game.
Wow.
And with the team that with this kind of length, that says a lot about. And what it was is the draw was lucky for us. We got Springfield, we got Maplewood. We were groomed for this game right here. And it worked in our favor. We were ready to go. We've played 2 back-to-back games. This kind of ball club, like I said, coming into the game, I didn't scout them, but if you follow basketball, you follow areas, you know what you're going to get from certain areas. When you play Springfield, it ain't going to change, dude, unless they get a 7-footer one time, but that doesn't happen very often in Springfield. They're going to run. They're going to try to go downhill. That's the name of the game, and we handled it, and we controlled it. Keelan, the offensive rebounds, but the bottom line, my player of the game tonight is still Tristan Calvert. When our threes aren't going, he dictates us going to the hole, and he makes us go. And it's not just feeding Keelan. We understand that, but it's just all the rest of the guards. That's his way of saying, hey, we're not going to shoot ourselves out of a championship. We're gonna go to the hole, get the equilibrium back. When that comes back and we stop the flood of scoring on their part, then go ahead and take a three later. But there's times you got to stop shooting them and you got to get points. And Calvert has done an absolutely phenomenal job of getting the troops to follow him to do that.
Agree. That's a good point. Class 3A state tournament will begin on Wednesday, March the 18th. We will not know our opponent until tomorrow. And whatever time or team that will be, we will be there to bring you the action. Current record now for your Portland Panthers is 27-6. As always, we appreciate your comments and support. We have not and will not ever take that for granted. Once again, your final score, Portland 69, Giles County 54, state bound. For John Thayer, Miguel Almendares, I'm Kyle Leeden. Until next time, go Panthers.